Hi everyone, on today's road trip we're going to take a closer look at a 1972 Lincoln Continental 4-door. This is a pillared 4-door sedan. It is in triple black, and let me tell you, this car is absolutely gorgeous. And we have Tom with us. Thank you, Tom, for showing us your gorgeous car.
Hey, thank you.
How many years have you had it?
I got it from my brother-in-law in August of 2015.
Okay. And is he the second owner, the first owner?
He's the second owner. It was his dad. His dad got the car from the original owner in 1990.
Okay. Can we take a look at the inside real quick?
Sure.
I'll step on this side of you.
Sure.
What caught my attention is how perfect this car is. Look at this door panel, folks. Look at these switches. And the material here is perfect. And take a look at these seats. You had mentioned the name of the cloth on these seats. What is this
was called Lamont cloth.
Lamont cloth. Look how perfect it is. How many miles are on this car?
63,000 it just turned.
I don't see any wear, any drying out anywhere. And look at that dash. I'm going to lean in a little bit.
That was patterned after the Mark III that year.
Really?
So they did the gauges in the Mark III style for 1970 is when they came up with this body style.
Yeah, I think the Mark IV came out in '72.
Yeah.
This is really a nice dash layout, but it was modeled after the Mark.
It was modeled after the Mark for when they changed the body style in 1970. This is 72, but same dashboard.
I like the pods. You've got like three I don't call them pods, 3 openings on one side and 2 on the other. The alternator gauge, the gas gauge.
Oil pressure, temperature, because a lot of cars at that time had they called them idiot lights.
Yes.
But this had, Chrysler was famous for having the gauges, but not so much Lincoln. But they did come out for 1970. They came out with this dash design.
Tell us about the speedometer. Is that a spinning
That is
wheel?
A spinning wheel that comes over and tells you your speed.
And I guess it's colored and it changes color as it spins? That is really cool. What is this here for the tripometer?
That's the tripometer. Yep, that's
okay.
the tripometer to adjust back. And it does have tilt wheel.
Okay.
AM, FM, no 8-track.
Is this the rim blown wheel?
That's the rim blow steering wheel, and I did have to have that repaired, the contacts, and it's real wood.
Really?
But they had a problem with rim blow and the contacts, but I had it repaired.
Is this for the cruise?
It has cruise control, which does work, and the air conditioning does work.
Wow. What is this over here, I noticed?
That is from the original owner.
Okay.
This is dated 1976. They took it to Florida on a trip from Bear Creek, Pennsylvania, and they have the original mileage, 26,000 at that time, and April of 76.
Kept a log of the service.
So the service was in there it was on a trip to Florida, and they took this to Stuart Lincoln in Florida, and I'm not even sure if it's still there yet.
Wow. And they just put their own
little thing
envelope
here,
there to store it on?
Still there from 1976.
That is cool. That is really cool. Folks, look at this interior, how big and perfect it is. The headliner's nice and tight. The door panels are beautiful. The seats are showing no wear. I got to be honest with you, Tom. I don't know how this car stayed so perfect.
It just, the original owner was a fanatic. Never in the snow, never in the rain. Z-Bart rust proofing.
Okay.
And it was garage kept, never in a Pennsylvania winter.
I always like the buttons on the door here, on the Lincolns.
Power windows, power locks. Power windows, power seats, no power locks.
Okay. And that's for the toggle switch for the mirror?
And the mirror.
Oh, and it's mirror delete on the passenger side. How about that?
And that could be a problem with the size of this car. I wish it did have a mirror on the right side.
Let me show the folks what you're looking at when you're looking over the wheel. It's about 6 feet of hood.
It's a large hood.
And it's almost as wide as it is long. And look out the back. It's way back there. Very nice. And you have what looks like the original floor mats.
They are the original Lincoln floor mats, and then I do have other mats I put over them, but they are the original floor mats from when it was new.
Can we look at the back seat area? Again, another perfect door panel. That is your what, ashtray and
This
a
is
cigarette lighter?
the ashtray with every door has a cigarette lighter.
Wow.
And even on the front doors, everybody has their own ashtray and lighter and window switch. And this is for an opera light on each side in the back.
Okay. Yeah, window and light. How about that? Yeah, everybody smoked in the 70s.
They
huh?
did. Everybody had their own cigarette.
You got the armrest. Again, doesn't look like anybody sat in these seats. Now look at the floor mat. It's got like a almost a speckled finish to it.
And it has each one has the Lincoln insignia.
Yeah. Is this fiberglass or plastic?
That is like a plastic.
Behind the seats. Oh, nice. And look at the passenger seat.
And that was an option with the reclining seat on the passenger side. I don't believe they all had that.
Okay, if you can shut that.
Sure.
What's the scoop on the material on the roof, which is very unique?
There's a name for that.
What?
Calvary twill vinyl.
Really?
And it's padded on the sides, but the
Okay.
top is not padded, but the sides up until the crease, till the split line, it's padded on the side.
Really? I wonder why they did that.
I don't know. After the 70s, the early 70s, then they went to the real padded.
Do you think to prevent rust, maybe moisture gets under the top but not the sides?
Possibly.
It's got the Lincoln emblem. And I also noticed how far forward the handle is to the door.
They did change the door design from 70 and 71. The door design was different. And for 72, if you look, you got
that little notch?
It went up in 72. But for
Okay.
70 and 71, it did not.
Okay.
So that's the only thing they changed on the body, is that door design.
This is really sweet. I always liked the chrome on the top of the belt line.
Yeah, some of the Continentals didn't have the chrome all the way. This had the convenience package, which would be factory door edge guards, bumper guards on the front, but I think they did come up. But I've seen some of them without that chrome.
I always liked the chrome all the way down the edge of the body line from one corner to the next. Can we pop the hood?
Sure. No hood release yet.
Okay. Let me look at these wheel covers. These are factory 72
They are the original
wheel covers?
wheel covers from 72. The town car option would have had a little bit different wheel cover design.
What are we looking at here, Tom?
This is a 460 cubic inch. 4V does not stand for valve. 4 Venturi for the carburetor. So it's 4-barrel carb. And it's a 460 with about 224 horsepower.
About 356 somewhere in there?
And then like torque. Then there's 350 something with torque.
Yeah.
But they detuned for 72 the way that they rated the horsepower.
Yeah.
Because they changed it for the government, government stipulations that year.
Looking very original here. It's nice to see you have the original pad. Showing a little bit of age, but it's still there and it still shows very nice. Still got the decal, which is nice in there. It looks like a 60,000 mile engine compartment. That's what's on it, 60,000 miles?
63,000.
63,000. It's showing some use, but it's still very clean for its age. I mean, there's no rust in here. There's no grime.
Still factory markings, on the firewall and on the block itself.
And the hose.
And the hose, still factory marks. And different things replaced, mechanical things. Valve covers had to be replaced. Valve cover gaskets.
Is this the vacuum canister for the lights?
This is a vacuum canister for the lights. And then this is like, there's other vacuum. They kind of look like a coffee can.
It's exactly
but it's for vacuum. It's for the cruise control and the vacuum for the headlights and different things. But they had these crazy Folgers cans on them. But that's what it came with.
I like the headlights.
And the headlights still work.
Do they?
They work. The doors, they had a problem with the actuator, but this one is good.
Look at that. They work. Lights are on.
Now, I don't know if they closed, and they might have to close. When I start it, they'll close again.
Okay.
But
it needs to generate vacuum to close, I guess.
I could start it and get them to close again. It's just, but they will stay closed for about a week after you have it running. They will stay closed.
Okay.
Bear with me 1 second here.
There they go. They're closed. They close quickly, too. Very nice. I see this is a HPOF car.
Yes. Yeah, I do take it to Hershey.
Beautiful.
I take it to Hershey in October.
Isn't Hershey great?
I love it. I love
Hershey
it.
is absolutely amazing. Folks, if you ever get time, Hershey is well worth the effort to go and
And
check
I'm
out the show, the Fall
hoping
Hershey
to
Show.
meet Mr. Leno one of these years because they said he goes there, and I have yet to
Yeah,
see him.
we all want to meet Jay. Let's look at the passenger side if we can real quick. Love the reclining passenger seat. That's an option, you said?
Yeah, I believe it was an option. It wasn't on every one, as far as I know.
Really neat. I like the way you show it with the seat down. And this is the original brochure for
That's
the
the
car?
original brochure that I did not have, that I purchased here the year before last.
What is that door in the middle there, that smaller door? Is that an ashtray?
That's an ashtray. That's huge. Yeah,
Can
giant
you open
ashtray
that up
with
for
a
us?
lighter.
Take a quick
Sure.
peek?
Giant ashtray with a lighter. And each front passenger
go.
door has a
Look at that.
lighter. And I just have a little.
That is a giant ashtray. Oh, my God.
And then every door has, even the front for the passengers, every door has a lighter and an ashtray, even on the front doors.
I have to be honest with you, that's got to be the biggest ashtray I've ever seen.
It's huge.
Oh my God! It's like
this was not a smoker's
4
car.
inches wide by almost 5 inches.
It's pretty
long.
large, and it wasn't a smoker's car. That's just, I guess, the pot metal kind of ages. But this was not it. Never. This car was never smoked in.
Continental, beautiful. Really, really nice. And this back door, if you could take a quick peek.
Sure.
Just as clean. You gotta love triple black.
I like it, but dust is my worst enemy.
Well, yeah, it's a small price to pay to be produce car in the field. You got the courtesy lights, and they have their own switch, right?
They have their own switch on every door for courtesy light.
How about that? The armrest. Again, this the material here looks perfect. Let's take a look at that trunk if we could.
Sure. And in the glove box is the power trunk, which I do have some car show things in here. It's vacuum control. You can open it quite a few times before the vacuum goes out of it.
Continental. Okay.
And it's large.
This is a large trunk. When they talk about 6-body trunks, they're talking about this.
It's large. It's large. With the original spare from 1972, Michelin. It came with Michelin tires.
It's never been down?
And it's never been used. I do keep a check on the air pressure, but never been used.
This is about 4 deep and about 3 across.
Ford, what do I want to say? Ford promoted their deep trunk well because the gas tank is mounted vertical.
Isn't the gas tank underneath the tire?
The gas tank is underneath in that area.
So that enabled them to go lower.
But some people didn't like it because it was more to reach in.
Yeah.
But that's what they toted at that time in the 70s, their deep trunk well for luggage.
There goes the tail lights, which look really nice. Are the tail lights the same in 71 and 73?
70 to 72 and 73. 73, same tail lights.
Okay.
71 and 2, a little bit different. You could tell there might have been a little added different, like maybe a chrome piece or something in 70, 71. Same bumper. And 73, then 74, they went out with the rear bumper. 73, they went out with the front bumper because of the laws with the government stipulations coming up.
Power antenna?
Power antenna and the switches on the dashboard for that.
Obviously, it works.
It does work.
And 63,000 miles on it?
63,000. And when I got it in August of 2015, it was like 59,995. So that's the mileage I put on it to 63,000 in 9 years.
Wow. Tom,
mostly from coming here and Hershey but not a lot of mileage.
Tom, you've got an amazing car.
Oh, thank you.
I want to thank you for giving us the time to show it to us. Folks, tell me what you think. 1972 Lincoln Continental, triple black, absolutely amazing, all original. Tom, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Folks,
thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, definitely. Folks, leave your comments below. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you on the next one.